In this part of the lesson, I'm going to go over a couple of tricks that I use while playing this song. But it's important to remember that the tricks are not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you have solid timing and that you stay in the groove. If doing these tricks throws off your groove or throws off your timing, then you should not be doing them, at least in a live situation. You can do it in practice and practice it until you can get them right. The first thing I like to do is on the pre-chorus from measures 14 to 21. You'll see that there's an open hi-hat. Take a look at measure 17. So the open hi-hat at measure 17, if you just play it regular, would sound 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What I do, and the only reason I do this is for show, for looks, instead of just hitting the open hi-hat with the tip of the stick, I do what's called a back stick. So I'm actually going to hit with the back of the stick and then come back 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And to achieve that, you're just going to lift the stick up and hit with the back. So my 4 fingers here are still on the stick, and I actually use my wrist to hit down on the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And a little quicker, it's going to look like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The second trick I do starts at measure 71. This is a little more difficult. These involve actual stick flips. So you're going to have to practice flipping the stick before you can actually do this stick trick. What I do is I use my 2 fingers here. My index finger acts as a pivot point, kind of like a teeter-totter. And then my thumb pushes down on the butt end of the stick to cause it to flip. So I'm actually not using my wrist here. I'm using a lot of my thumb and my index finger to cause it to flip. Same thing with the left stick. We've got a pivot point here, and you need to be careful when you're on the drum set, because if you go down too far with the stick before you flip, you're going to hit the drum and it's going to mess up your flip. So you need to be careful with that. All right, here's the flip pattern. The first time through on measure 71, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There's no left stick flip. There will be when you repeat the pattern. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and instead of a flam on 4, I'm just going to hit the snare, and right on 4, I'm going to do a flip, and I want to catch on 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you want to catch on 4. On measure 72, there's a left stick flip, and right with the hi-hat, you're going to start the flip. 1 and 2. And in order to give you time to catch it and come back up to the high tom, count 2 now is just going to be the right stick on the snare. So 1 and 2. And then it continues with the beat. And 3 and when you hit the 4 with the snare, remember to flip the right stick. So I'm going to do that again slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So on 1 is the left stick flip. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On 4 you should be catching. On 1 you're flipping your left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again, the first snare you're going to hit with the right stick. The second snare you hit with the left. I'm going to do that again very slowly. The first time through, there's no stick flip on count 1. There's no left stick flip. It's just the right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 And now I'm going to do it at regular tempo.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3.
And there you have it. That's Dirty Little Secret by the All American Rejects. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you get a lot out of it. Keep drumming.